talking about?
God damn it. You fucked it up again. This is why we can't have nice things.
So what are we actually talking about?
I think we're just going to bullshit today.
Ant-Man, Luke Cage, and...
Ant-Man, Luke Cage, some Comic-Con trailers. Oh, hey. Welcome. The Two Ordinary Nerds, a podcast where we sometimes record audio and sometimes post them. I know we said when we started our season 2 we were going to be a lot better, but fuck off.
We're a lot worse.
We've been busy. We've been really busy.
Our Patreon account is 0.
Yeah, our Patreon account is 0. We actually got kicked off of MeUndies because we actually weren't sponsored by them. And they sent us a cease and desist. So now we are actually sponsoring audiobooks.
No, audiobooks, not audible.
Audiobooks were literally anything that's recorded. We're actually starting our own page now of just recording audiobooks. But only risque books. Like, each of us are gonna record 50 Shades of Grey.
Mom with that sexy accent.
Yeah. He's gonna... So
Lou is going to do it as a hillbilly.
He's going to do it as Zorro, and I'm going to be like, yeah, Christian Grey!
I will show you my toys!
Oh, you want to come see my toys? So, today we're drinking on Distill Brewery Soundboard Session IPA, and before this, I'm sorry you weren't invited to our 5,000 listeners. Divided by 5,000.
Hi, Mom.
We were listening to, we were drinking a very good beer that we haven't had on this podcast yet.
That is true.
It is called Sapporo. It is a fantastic Japanese beer for all those Japanese lovers out there. First off, Brittany, fuck you. You're weird. Don't text me and tell me I'm weird during my podcast.
You did?
You're going to listen to this and I'm going to make fun of you in it. For those who don't know, Brittany is our
editor.
Yeah, no, she's not our editor. I would say Olive is the editor. I would say Brittany's she's one of those groupies that doesn't want to admit that she's a groupie. It's kind of like Sarah, you know? Sarah doesn't want to admit that she...
Who?
Your wife.
Oh.
No. Who? Lewis, erase the who.
But... so what do you thought about... Let's go with Ant-Man.
Well, hold on. We gotta come up with an intro.
Or topics are too varied for one intro.
We've grown. Oh.
There we go.
That's it.
That's it.
Cheers.
It's cheers.
That's it. That's actually the podcast. We're ending it there.
Yeah. Thank you for listening.
We promise we will probably get on a bi-weekly basis.
At some point.
Some point. Eventually.
We are doing the
D&D podcast.
And that will help a little bit also in... It won't be in this channel per se, but it will be affiliated in the...
We got great.
Two Ordinary Nerds Corporation.
It will. Before... You guys probably don't... You guys don't know this, but we actually have a podcast about Deadpool. We just haven't edited it yet.
Yeah, it's gonna.
I'll do it tonight.
It will be out in 2020.
Right when X-Force comes out.
Right when X-Force comes out, that's gonna be it.
All right. So, what did you think about Ant-Man? First off, I went and I had a good time. I mean, I had a popcorn bucket. A friend next to me. That friend was, feeling around in my popcorn bucket. It felt pretty good.
I had a similar experience.
Oh, really? You had popcorn too that day?
No, I had a beer.
Oh, that's right. You did. But he had his hand in a popcorn bucket.
I actually enjoyed it.
I liked it a lot. I've heard actually some complaints about that movie, but I thought it was good for a low-budget Marvel movie. I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah, I understood it wasn't going to be anything remotely close to Infinity War,
but it was a nice transition from Infinity War.
Yeah, it's a fun movie. It's just fun.
I love it's truth serum. Dude, it's not truth serum, man. It's this, and this. Okay, but it's used for us to tell you the truth. Yeah. So it's truth serum. I will say that although Paul Rudd's amazing, I think Michael Pena, if he wasn't in that movie, it would not be the same movie. He is a good comedic actor. He's a good serious actor, too.
I do agree with that statement that he brings. That comedic relief?
Yeah, it's just like in The Martian when he was like typing to Matt Damon. He was like, "Oh, we purposely left you on Mars because we didn't like you." Thought that was pretty good, clever. But yeah, I thought it was good.
I liked him too. I liked the villain. It was like you understood her motives.
Her motives were good, and I like at the end it wasn't about like killing her. Like they actually,
were trying to help her.
Yeah,
but you understand, like she's in, all these years in constant pain. She was just ready to.
She's like a mirror shattering all the time. I mean,
that's a good analogy right there.
You know what? I'm here for the analogies.
That is true.
We're here for the anal allergies.
Those are my favorites.
Anal and analogies.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I also like. We're just touching on the movie. We're not gonna do it full in depth. We have a lot of
Wasp, and
Wasp is awesome. I think she's gonna add a great touch in the future to the franchise because Ant-Man's great, but I think like her as a partner, she keeps them more grounded instead of trying to be in like the crime world, and she's a fucking badass. Evangeline Lilly is badass. I mean, she was a badass in The Hobbit. I mean, even though that part should have never been in there. Let's not even get on that fucking topic.
Yeah, let's avoid. Let's avoid because you're immortal.
That's our third podcast. Goddamn Kyle. That was Kyle. It just drove by.
Was it?
Yeah, I know his bike by heart. Like the other day, we were outside. When I was outside having a cigar and drinking beer, I was like, "What the fuck is he doing?" I'm like, "Well, he's not driving by," and I heard him pull on a driver. What the fuck is this guy doing? So I walk out front. I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He starts calling me. Then I'm like, "Why? I'm right here, dude." I'm like looking at him. Oh, hey, just came to bring you my spare key. Bye.
Really?
Okay, you can stay and have a beer. Go ride. Lewis, delete all that.
Don't.
I
leave it in.
Leave it. I really, I thought Wasp was great. All the characters in the movie were, like, even the other guy, the weapons dealer guy, I guess, or something, his motives made sense, too.
I think it was a good, sound movie.
Yeah.
It was a fun movie. Was it the best movie ever? No.
Yeah. I mean, Thor Ragnarok, I think, was still a better funny movie, like it was funnier, but I think it's because we had never seen Thor that way.
I think I enjoyed Ant-Man as what it was.
Yeah,
a movie to enjoy. I will see it again.
Can we talk about that awesome slide at the end? That was the best cardboard slide ever. Although they would have definitely not lasted that long because of friction and cardboard not being a very slick surface.
What are you talking about?
In the beginning of the movie, when Ant-Man and his daughter are having the heist and they have that awesome slide, I don't think that would have actually happened. I mean, it would have been cool if it did, but it was pretty cool. I was like, man, I wish I had that as a kid.
Yeah,
I had a bunch of pillow forts. I didn't have any friends in there, of course, but
that will come later in your tweens.
Yeah, tweens. That's when I met Darrell.
And you had fun in your pillow forts.
Yeah, pillow forts. The best part, I think, of the whole movie, though, is Ant-Man getting stuck in the quantum realm because of Thanos' snap, and them showing the aftermath, kind of what happened with Thanos' snap, where they had the ant playing the drums, but then you hear the national emergency broadcast on the TV because half the people are dead.
Yeah.
Oh, and they said that when they said half of existence, that does count as animals as well.
Well, I assume that it should be half of the universe.
Yeah, animals, half of them have died as well.
So my point is,
great way to get rid of the rat population.
How do you think she's gonna get out?
Him?
My theory,
he's gonna go back in time. I think. I don't want that to happen. I want either Captain or Iron Man to find. Iron Man could probably. I don't know if he.
Iron Man would be the only one who'd be able to find him.
Hulk. because Bruce Banner's still there, and he's not Hulk yet, so Bruce could help.
Bruce and Iron Man are the only ones who can fight him.
Yeah. I think that they might be able to.
But they mentioned that in the quantum realm, you could jump through time. Mm-hmm. So that's my theory. My theory is he's going to jump through time.
I think so, and that's why I think they have the set photos of him in the Battle of New York. I think that's where he ends up. And
I was a bit disappointed that they didn't mention anything of Infinity Wars as he is listed in Infinity Wars.
Oh, I know, but I think the Russo brothers said that will come into play in the fourth one. They said that we will find out why he's listed.
Have you heard the theory that Doctor Strange actually gave Thanos a future stone? His stone is from the future after they won.
Really?
That's like yes. So in one of his things, he goes to the future because he has a time gem. Future Doctor Strange gives him the time gem. He goes back with there's 2 time gems.
So he still has his time gem,
or he still has it.
Like he gave it a time gem to where he could go into the when he's in the Soul Realm, he could reverse time
because Tony Stark has to go back in time.
Well, first he's got to meet up with Captain America so we can have that happen!
But so he said the theory is that Doctor Strange gave him Thanos the future time gem, not the present time gem.
But
and Tony Stark will be able to have the present time gem.
That would be cool.
And that's how he goes back in time and blah, yada, yada, yada. And he steals the time gems from Thanos before he can collect all 5.
That would be cool. That would be...
And he will assemble the Infinity Gauntlet and perish.
I don't think...
with Captain America, and both of them will die.
I think that's a good theory, but I don't think that's what's going to happen.
No, that's a theory.
I think Captain Marvel has a big part in trying to figure out...
I will be pissed if she can fucking move planets. If she is as strong as fucking... Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet, I will be pissed.
I don't think she's that strong.
She will be destroyed in fucking seconds.
That would just be
seconds.
Annoying because that's part of the reason why I hate Superman is because he's too overpowered.
Yeah.
I just want to see her blast because, like, if we could see her shoot her blasts out of her hand and they're good, then I have total confidence that we can have a Dragon Ball Z movie.
We already have one.
No, that doesn't count. That movie's fucking terrible. Although, I do like that they're redoing Brawly instead of it being with the... Did you see that Comic-Con trailer?
Mm-hmm. He's gonna be like...
He's like another Saiyan, and then... Yeah.
He's gonna be as powerful as Goku and God level, which
we're probably gonna have to
makes no sense, but oh well.
It might be out in theaters, so we might have to go see that in the theater.
I'll watch it on YouTube whenever it comes out.
Well,
someone's gonna upload it on YouTube in the next couple of months.
Right.
I haven't seen Mission Impossible, and I really want to watch. And I really want to watch that movie.
It doesn't come out until Friday.
It hasn't come out yet.
No.
Oh.
Where have you been?
Well,
Southern Missouri.
You should not say in this podcast. It comes out on Friday when it's gonna be
Okay, it came out 3 months ago. Now I'm probably gonna edit all these tonight, or tomorrow, or Thursday, or Friday. We'll see.
What are you disappointed that Luke Cage wasn't affected by the snap?
I'm disappointed that they didn't continue the series, like the shows, with... I think they still are going to talk about Captain America and Hulk and shit, because they do in that show. But I'm disappointed that they didn't continue it, because I feel like they could have had some really cool arcs with the shows.
I think the reason they don't do that is because Disney's going to have its own streaming, and they want to distance themselves from it.
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't think about that because Disney is going to have them, and Netflix is still having the rights to the Netflix shows. But that being said, those shows can. I just really wanted to see Punisher and Daredevil there with, especially Punisher with Spider-Man. That would have been cool as shit. Or Daredevil with Spider-Man. Luke Cage would have been cool to see fighting on the ground because he's just fucking Luke Cage and he's awesome. He's kind of like a voice of reason, but... I would have liked Luke, the nurse, I don't know her name. The nurse in Luke Cage's girlfriend, to disappear. Mm-hmm. That, Luke Cage, Luke Cage...
Shade's tail.
Misty disappears. I could see Misty disappearing.
Misty, Nurse,
Jessica disappearing.
I don't want to. I just want Luke Cage and Jessica to be the only ones.
Oh, Luke Cage and Jessica would be pretty cool. But
the only ones to stay because they actually become a couple, and that's how they become a couple. Yeah. But I was disappointed that seeing him being so strong and powerful could not do anything. And you know how he is about trying to protect people and protect the Misty, and he disappears, and she sees the Nurse, and he disappears, and then he sees Brooklyn, and it's all disappearing, and he doesn't know what he's doing, and he's, super strong, but there's nothing he can do.
Yeah. That's actually...
That's what I would like to see the end, but I was kind of disappointed
Matt Murdock would actually be pretty cool if like that happened and he got taken, because I feel like with his sense, he obviously doesn't have the spider sense.
He wouldn't be able to see it.
You don't think so?
No. Spider-Man could...
Is that a blind joke because he couldn't see it because he can't?
Well, because Spider-Man he senses danger.
Well, if it was early 2000, he wouldn't be able to see it because it's not raining.
That is true.
Because of the Daredevil movie.
But that's how it works in the comics.
Oh, that if it rains, he can see?
If it rains or noise, but it's all because of the noise. It's like a bat, basically. But he would not be able to feel or anticipate he will just disappear like the rest. Yeah. Spider-Man is the only one that can, because of his spider sense. And the spider sense just warns him of danger. So his body is already in fucking holy shit, it's coming, something's going on.
That's why he knew about the spaceship before everyone else did on the bus.
He noticed the spaceship, that's why he can avoid bullets, that's why he can avoid people, because he senses it and gets out of danger. You can work on it, and in the comics it happens that the criminals figure it out and overload his senses, so he can't anticipate just because there's danger all around him, or Venom knows about it so he can counter-react it. So that the only person who can jump Spider-Man is Venom.
Pretty disappointed that he's not going to be with Spider-Man.
I'm not. I'm kind of happy about it. The reason why is we can have Secret Wars, and Secret Wars with a fucking symbiote suit. I don't think it would have made sense to have Venom, because Venom is Venom the way he is because he was with Spider-Man, and Spider-Man kicks him out. It doesn't make sense that he goes first to Eddie Brock. Eddie Brock is fucking Tom Harley. What? He's gonna be Peter Parker's bully?
Could you imagine? Next Comic-Con is going to be nuts because Marvel didn't have a presence at this Comic-Con because of Avengers 4. They can't. There's nothing that they could show without spoiling that movie, and that's their cash cow. I am a firm believer that I wish that they do not show anything, or maybe just a snap, and that's the commercial. No, I don't want a snap, but I like their trajectory, like what they did before with Phase 3 and 4. They're these are the movies that are coming out. I think that's cool. I think that's okay. I think the preview part, I'm a little more addicted to it than you are. So, but would that make you would it make it more exciting or less exciting if you don't see it? All the trailers, or just nothing. There is no fucking... It would drive me nuts because No, what will you think you'll be more excited or less excited? I think I will be more excited. I would probably, with less. At the time of it, I would probably be more excited. But that whole waiting period, you would be miserable. I'm excited for My Little Ponies in the movie. Well, no, I already have that pirated. I have My Little Ponies 2. Pony Does Dallas, but Dallas is another horse. But I'm not super. I'm excited for Avengers 4, but not as much right now as I was with Infinity War. But I think part of that is because it's just Infinity War is still sunken in. It's still there. I'm still excited about that movie. It comes out next week, so I'm definitely buying it and watching it a shit ton of times. But I am excited. I think as we get closer and closer to it, I'm going to be really excited. But I'm interested to see Captain Marvel and see what that. And I think I'm just more...
That's the next movie, isn't it? The next Marvel is Captain Marvel?
Yeah.
Captain Marvel March. And then it's Infinity War 2.
Yeah. Which I am...
The Wrath of Khan.
Hopefully, Spock comes back. I hope we find out what
Luke...
No, I hope we find out about the Fox deal by then.
Yeah.
So we know if we're going to have, some...
Fantastic Four or some Galactus.
X-Men.
X-Men, yeah. That's going to happen. Everybody knows it.
Yeah.
The power of Disney is too big.
So what was your overall thought of Luke Cage Season 2?
I liked it.
I think I have some complaints.
My thing is how can you make a good show like Luke Cage and then make fucking garbage like Iron Fist? And Iron Fist and Luke Cage was fucking good. Oh,
I heard that the new season of Iron Fist comes out in September is going to be better because the fighting choreographer is the same one from Black Panther. So he's been training the whole time. That's why he was better at fighting in Iron Fist.
Let's be honest. If you really want to make Iron Fist awesome, hire a John Wick's director and say, make this in Luke Cage.
I think it's gonna. Well, it was really good in Luke Cage. Like that, his part, Danny's part in
was fun. Was good.
It was fun. Like I love the fact that they were in like the drug area and they were fighting the Wu-Tang. I'm like, this is fucking awesome because I love Wu-Tang. And it was kick-ass to see them fight. My problem with the show, I like the music. They had too many parts in the movie. I felt lazy to me that they had all these music parts in there where, like, it took up 5 to 10 minutes of just watching a band play.
Oh, the band.
Every episode. I think...
I like that.
I think a music montage is good, and the music that they did play was amazing. Nothing against the artist, but I felt like for writing, I felt it was lazy because it was just like, oh, every episode has a montage where we're watching someone sing and then we have to watch this part. It's like...
I liked it.
It's cool if you have the music play in the background while watching something, but it was just like, you watch a band for 5 minutes, then go back to it, and I didn't like it.
My complaint is with... I like Shade's whole interaction. I do not like the girl, the lady, the mafia lady. What's her name?
You're talking about the main...
The main girl. I don't like... I like Bushmaster.
Bushmaster's badass.
I like Bushmaster. I think he was a good, compelling understanding. But I did not get this lady's whole, like, I don't know. That's the only thing I didn't like.
Maria or something like that.
Yeah, whatever her name is. Like, why Luke Cage? Like, I want to defeat you. I want to save you. But I want to save you to defeat you.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me, but I like this show.
Her story itself was compelling, like how she was like, well, your uncle's actually your dad. He raped me, or your great uncle or my uncle or whatever it was. He raped me, and that's why I had you. So this is why I don't really care about you as my daughter, because it just reminds me all the time that I was raped by a family member, which is deep storytelling. And, I was listening to a podcast the other day, and they had someone who's a psychologist that specializes in sexual assault. She was talking to I don't know if you listen to the Fat Man on Batman podcast with Kevin Smith, but she was on there and talked to the director, the writer for Luke Cage, and she was like, I just want to say thank you for doing that, because it's not really portrayed correctly in real life or like in other movies, and that's you did a really good job of portraying that, because that is how a lot of people feel, because it's like that child is not a child that you wanted to have. It happened because you were. Yeah. It's a really sad story. And I feel like that character, if that happened to a different character, it would have felt better, because, like, I didn't care about her character that much.
That's what I mean. Like, I didn't care for
her daughter.
I care for the daughter. I care for Bushmaster.
Bushmaster totally made sense.
This girl is supposed to be smart enough that she became, like, was she like the mayor of
Yeah.
And she just gives complete authority to this guy to do all his money, and she no longer has possession of anything. He takes this guy comes out from nowhere and just takes all her money and all her possessions in an episode, basically. It makes no sense that she's like, oh, I'm so smart, but at the same time so stupid, and at the same time so evil, but at the same time a mother. You know, it's too...
Yeah, too much.
Yeah.
So, my other complaint would be, and I know a lot of people have the complaint about the end, where Luke Cage, because he's supposed to be a street person, you know, on the street fighting with Iron Fist and just taking, you know, in charge of Harlem, not in charge, but, you know, making sure it's safe, and then he, in the end of this episode, at the end of the show, he goes and ends up being part of, he's like the owner of the club, and he's like kind of like a mob boss and shit. I don't know.
He's supposed to be heroes for hire. So basically, a team A of sorts. Like, you hire them, and normally, most of the comics, people who hire are the good guys.
I think, yeah, so it'll be interesting if they do season 3, how they change it to where he becomes more humble again, because I think he's lost his humble touch at the end.
Mm-hmm. But absolute power corrupts absolutely.
So, did you watch anything from Comic-Con?
No.
You haven't seen any of it?
Yeah. No, completely off.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
I haven't seen Godzilla.
Godzilla looks... Yeah, did you see the first Godzilla
Is King Kong going to be in this movie?
I think he's going to show up at the end. I think because that's what they're getting to.
There's going to be like 2 villains. There's going to be the Hydra and the little butterfly.
Yeah.
I think.
But I'm stoked because, I mean, the first Godzilla movie...
I liked it.
It was good, but there were some parts of it that I didn't care for, but it was Godzilla that got on point. I mean, it's a lot better than the 90s version.
That's my favorite. It lays eggs.
The 90s one?
It lays eggs, and doesn't she leg eggs at the end? And
where they have, like, they go into Madison Square Garden, it's just full of eggs. I'm like, what is this? I
like that movie when it came out.
I actually don't mind that movie.
I don't like it now, but I do like it when it came out.
I actually don't hate it now. I don't own it, and if it's on, I'm not sure if I'd watch it, but I know I used to own that movie when I was younger, and I watched it plenty to know, like, I would still like it now, because the action in it it's fun. I mean, it's a fun movie.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like
the
French guy. The 90s, yeah. I feel like the 90s version is just a 90s version of Pacific Rim without robots.
Yeah.
It's just like a big kaiju Godzilla coming up, and I still haven't watched Pacific Rim.
I do like that he's the good guy.
Yeah.
I do like that he's going to have 2 billions now, and I hope King Kong shows up.
King Kong showing up would be cool. Because, I mean, Brie Larson would come up, which is a correlation to everything, and she would be Captain Marvel. I'm just kidding. So, did you... You're not caught up with Arrow or any of those shows, are you, yet? Because they're on Netflix.
I caught up with Flash.
So, you're done with The Thinker. Like, you're completely caught... Did you like that?
No.
Fuck off, Flash!
It was fucking... It took me time.
Did you watch the whole crossover? Like, not just that episode?
Yeah, the Nazis.
You watched all 4 episodes.
Yeah. The Thinker was bullshit. It was complete bullshit.
Drawn the fuck out.
Yeah, it was boring as fucking hell.
There were a lot of good episodes in that season. Like, like where Barry has to go... Not back in time, but he's running so fast that he slows time down to stop the nuclear blast.
I like that.
That episode was fucking good. And Dabney was a good character to add.
Who's Dabney, was it?
The stretchy guy.
Yeah. And he portrays the character pretty good. He's a pervert in the comics.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he's kind of a pervert, but he's a good pervert-ish, I guess. I don't know.
I like the Black Matter.
I like the girl with the luckiness.
The what?
The girl who was lucky.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. But I did not like how it was drawn out like this guy is super fucking genius, and then in one fucking episode, he gets in his mind, and Rubber Man is in there.
Yeah, and then he brings him out.
And I was like, no.
Well, if you really are just counting that season, you're gonna hate the season of Arrow, because it is. Oh man, it's
Supergirl was also bad.
It's like, I don't watch Supergirl, but the Arrow season was like a soap opera version of Civil War half the season, where they're all fighting with each other and brooding over. When they fight, there's an episode where they fight each other, and it's pretty cool. But other than that, it's stupid. Like, they all are just like, a fucking fight with you over this, a fight with you over this. I'm like, this is just poor writing. Like, why wouldn't you just say, hey man, I'm sorry about this, this is why.
Or just cut it short and do like Supernatural and just cut it when it was good.
Supernatural is still on. It's about 14 seasons in, and it's still fucking hardcore. I'm on season 11 or 12 now on that.
But let's go back. Let's get out of Netflix and go back to San Diego Comic-Con.
So, what I was getting at is, Arrow preview looks actually pretty sick because it's him in jail. Spoiler alert, if you haven't caught up, you don't give a shit, do you? He ends up in jail at the end of the season.
Okay.
But it's cool because they show him in prison, and I'm hoping they learned from their fans and they don't fuck up like they did with Flash, where he was like in the Speed Force for like 10 minutes and then he comes out in like the episode. Really irritated me about that because I think it would have been a stronger season if Flash would have stayed
in jail.
If Flash would have stayed in the Speed Force at the beginning of the season, if he would have stayed in there for at least 5 episodes. And it was more about the team, and then he came back. I think that...
My theory is they're going to do the Jason Todd story, where Arrow is going to go and basically pulverize the bad guys in prison, from prison, like Jason Todd did. Like Jason Todd had like so many... When Jason Todd, who was the second Robin, he was sent to jail, and the number of suicides like quadrupled.
Oh, wow.
So...
I hope he's in jail for at least 5 episodes. But let's talk about some of the bigger stuff there. Looks like, do you need to pause it? No. Okay. Looks like the DCEU might have, hopefully fixed some of their shit. For sure James Wan being on Adam.
I don't trust DC. All the fucking trailers
have
been on point. I
trust Jason Momoa, though.
Aquaman may be good because they're good at subpar characters.
Yeah. It looks fun. It looks cool, like when he drops down the submarine. My first question, though, with him going in that submarine, though, I'm like...
Black Mamba.
I don't know, but I'm like, how does he get into the submarine when...
He has super strength.
Well, no, I get that. But why isn't there water flooding the submarine?
He has super speed in the water, too. So he can open it and close it.
But I think... That looks like a kick-ass movie.
I
got excited.
I gotta see. I'm gonna see it.
I wasn't excited when I saw the preview for Batman vs Superman. I saw it and I was like, "This movie's gonna be a pile of shit." Because
I like Batman vs.
But I think I was still
I still consider the scene of
like
Batman.
That movie?
I still consider the scene of Batman going inside Martha and going inside of the warehouse.
That is a badass
action scene of any of the current superheroes.
I don't think so.
Okay, what fighting scene is better than that one?
The Bat
one, just the scene of the Batman getting in.
It's cool.
What fighting scene of any superhero movie is better?
Easily, Captain America versus George St. Pierre and Winter Soldier.
No, fuck.
That is so
cool. No.
And Captain America has way better fight scenes.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Him fighting the elevator scene.
The elevator scene is good, and that's the only one that will make...
Oh, okay, but let's just talk about Christian Bale's Batman, which is night and day better. Night and day. Dark night and day. Get it?
I like it the best. My thing, that fighting scene is the best. When the guy shoots Batman in the head, and you go, Bee! I thought it was amazing.
It's cool. It's definitely not the best.
I disagree, but it's okay.
Iron Man in the first Iron Man when he goes and fights the terrorists.
But that's not a fight scene.
Yeah, okay. Well,
where's the fighting in that?
Captain America.
He gets shot and gets down there with the tank and he goes like shoots through the missile.
Captain America in the elevator.
That's the only one I can give you close up.
I could think of more, but you're putting me on the spot. I'm not good on the spot. But that's a good debate topic. But that is like 2 minutes of that entire 2.5 hour
I'm just talking
monstrosity.
I'm just talking about those 2 minutes.
There's a reason why Zack Snyder is not, well, other reasons, but he definitely.
But there's also what other
Shazam.
movies?
Shazam looks fun.
Shazam looks fun. It looks like an Ant-Man. It's not gonna be it's not gonna be great, but it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun. I think it'll match up to
Ant-Man.
I think it'll be good. Like, well, no, I'm saying like DCU wise, like obviously Wonder Woman's the only one that's good right now.
For now, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that Justice League movie was a B-rated version of the Avengers. There were parts in it that were badass. I felt like they fixed Superman a little bit, like he became more like Superman, and the ending part with him and Flash running, that was fucking cool as shit. Because that's what I want, man. I want to feel like, I don't know, and like Aquaman was cool in it, and Batman was better, but Flash by far made that movie.
Well, it's one of those things like how long it took Avengers to make.
Well, yeah, because that's what I wish DC would have done, is they would have made their characters and then
but they're doing, yeah. I mean,
that's what's exciting about the Avenger movies, is like you have to watch all these individual ones, and you're emotionally involved with them, and then you get to see...
But how many years was it between the first Iron Man to the Avengers?
Iron Man 1 came in 2008, and
so it's Iron Man, then Captain America...
It was Iron Man...
Hulk,
and then Iron Man and Hulk came out the same year, and then
Captain America,
Thor, and then Iron Man 2. Iron Man 2, and then it was Avengers was 2012.
So like 6 movies, 5 or 6 movies.
Yes.
And then the first one was what? Technically Superman 1.
And then just Batman vs Superman.
And then Batman vs Superman. And it was like, and that's your, and then...
Yeah, then Wonder Woman happened to be in it.
And then Wonder Woman, and then the...
Wonder Woman is still pretty good.
Yeah, Wonder Woman is good, but I mean, I think, that's why I think Aquaman is going to be good. It's not always the A-lister movies that do the best.
No,
those random...
Winter Soldier and Guardians of the Galaxy are the best. Guardians of the Galaxy is by far, now it's considered one of the A-lister movies of them.
But it wasn't when
it wasn't. No one knew who the fuck they were. I didn't know who they were, but I went in there and it felt, because I didn't get to feel what Star Wars felt like, when people saw it in the 70s when it first came out. That's what that felt like to me. That's why I like that movie so much. It's like, I'm like, this is so new to me. What is this? This is so fucking cool that this is... something that I wish that I could send something at Comic-Con? Anything about Game of Thrones. Yeah.
Anything. Like, yes. Even if it was like the fucking king, the Night King just looking at you, I would have been like, oh my god, nothing.
They didn't even go.
I know. Absolutely nothing.
And I think that's because of just being so tight-lipped about it, because it's the last season and they can't be... Mm-hmm. But we don't even know what's coming out. We don't know if it's April, if it's July, when it's going to come out.
I'm going to start watching, starting in August, 2 episodes a week.
I got to rewatch Walking Dead.
Nah, I'm watching Walking Dead. But, what else is there?
The Supernatural preview was pretty cool, but it didn't really show anything new. I can't think of any other... The Fantastic Beasts movie looks pretty cool. I can't think of any... Oh, Walking Dead. Walking Dead Season 9 looks pretty cool.
It looks good.
I'm glad they got a new showrunner, because based off... a lot of the actors, like Scott Gimple was just sitting right there in the Comic-Con panel, and all the actors were like, yeah, pretty sure this is my favorite. Like, Andy Lincoln was like, this is my favorite season since Season 1. Like, this is some good fucking writing. And Gimple's just like right there. They're like... And like, Norman Reedus is like, yeah, I've said this, and I don't give a shit, and she's my favorite writer. Like, this is some good writing right here. And they're all just, it's crazy how much, now, they have to have good writing. Deny is in one of the highest grossing movies of all time. 2 of the highest grossing movies of all time now.
Yeah.
And, yeah, the panel's pretty good, and that preview looks awesome. Did you listen to the end of the preview? Mm-hmm. Where, did you hear what they said? They said, where are they? I had no idea. I didn't catch that, and then, I watched an IGN thing, and I'm like, no, and then
so you think that's the
played it. Oh, no, it is. Yeah, the IGN did a breakdown, or no, Nerdist did a breakdown, and you could hear where they're like, where are they? And then they announced that day that the Alpha was going to be...
And they showed the helicopter.
I think Rick is going to be one on the stake. I think he's going to get kidnapped in one of those herds by the Whisperers, and I think
I don't think he's gonna die. I think he's just gonna.
You think he's gonna wander off?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think he's gonna.
You know why he's gonna wander off? Because you can never. He can always come back for the money.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Because if he's not dead, then it gives fans something to be excited about. It would be cool if he wandered off and he ended up on Fear, but that Fear is...
What the fuck is that?
Have you watched any of Fear?
No, I don't watch.
Dude, it's so...
I don't watch that part.
Dude, season 3 and 4 of that show, like the half season that has happened, oh my god, dude, it is better than some of the seasons of Walking Dead for sure.
But I think that's pretty much it. What I'm excited for San Diego Comic Con.
Westworld was good.
Yeah, Westworld was good, but
just
follow us on Facebook, Twitter.
We're on Spotify now.
YouTube, Spotify, and please download books from audiobooks.
Audiobooks. That's www.twoordinarynerds.com/
audiobooks.it from Italy is the Italian version. This is the only ones that sponsor us. Yeah. They only do Italian versions of Renaissance books.
And ironically, they're just recipes. Like,
it's weird.
Yeah. All right. Cheers.